Hello, ladies and gents. It's your boy, Christian, the motherfucker. We're gonna keep it clean. The Catalyst. And this is the kreation2020 podcast. I might have lost count now, because we getting in like the high 20s now. I believe it's like the 25th episode. And for this episode, I pretty much just want to like discuss like picking it up, like speed, with accuracy, of course. Also like punctuality, but basically like speed, momentum, not like stopping, not giving in, not accepting failures totally. Like you have to like accept your failures and like learn from them and assess them and make the necessary changes where they are needed. But that becomes like a habit, and I personally think that like that's something that you could work out of your routine and like get more done faster in a more like reasonable manner. But yeah, like not giving up too early is like a really huge factor, right? In anything. Like you start jogging and you start like jogging, like endorphins, everything, boom, 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 and like you're feeling it. And the moment like 3 minutes later, you slow down or you stop, like you gotta like build that same intensity again. Like it's the same with like studying or something. Like you bust like one subject of a course, you know what I mean? It would make sense to like bust out a couple more, you know what I mean? Because then that builds on, like the leverage is there. Like it builds on like whatever that you have previously learned. And that also like helps with like speed. I'm like really like I wouldn't say like schedule oriented, but then I'm not really schedule oriented. I'm just like all over the place. But then I'm actually like a little bit like routine oriented. Like when I'm like in the mood to meditate, I would like meditate for like at least like 15 minutes, right? I wouldn't meditate for just like 2 minutes or just to like just meditate for like 5 seconds and just let the air like that's around you gets renewed, right? And just like boom. But I wouldn't do that for like just like 5 seconds. I'm like obviously like I'm doing in the middle of an episode, but then that's something that like you want to do for like a prolonged time, and then you like get to like experience like the result better, like with everything, like practice. You practice more basketball, you get to play better, you get to learn, you know what I mean? Like you do coding, you do that, like you stay on it more, you get to like understand like the various aspects and like how it is that you can better like tackle it for the next run, you know what I mean? But speed can also like be you don't want to like run out of your soul. You don't want to like run, you don't want your soul to like run out of your body, right? It have to be like just like your comfortability and like how much like that you're willing to strive at whatever it is that you might be doing. You know what I mean? Like I've been skating now for like a really long time, and for the most part, I'm barely even like amateur. You know what I mean? Like I ride like really really fast, and I do like little skate tricks here and there, right? But then my right foot has like a few defects. No excuses, however, right? Because I've been wearing bandages now, so like it doesn't really like hurt as much, right? But then um yeah, like I haven't like really like picked up like exponentially to where I'm like, damn, like I was just skating where I was like a new beginner skater, and then now I'm like boom, like Tony Hawk. You know what I mean? Like I haven't done that. I haven't done that type of shit yet. You know what I mean? And for me, usually that peak usually happens like once again like the $10,000 thing. I figured with the exact math and like what that equates to, but then I learned kind of, I would say like a little bit like at like normal pace pretty much. So when I learn, I try to like speed things up so I could like retain the information faster. Therefore, I get to like remember more. Like that's like I read fast. I like I listen to a lot of people. Like I rather like listen to like a whole album. You know what I mean? And like or like a whole discography, like the person's whole body of work, and just like to understand or just like enough into their work where I could like say like, oh, maybe like I finish that later, right? You know what I mean? So then, yeah, like I got like a lot of like text where like I just like read, like maybe like 30, 70 pages of it, and it's like maybe like 300 page, or it's like 150 pages. It's like 300 pages, it's like 150 pages, and you know what I mean? Like either like you like pick like the chapter that like stands out. Like you don't just like read the entire freaking book. Like you know what I mean? Or if it's like a novel, then you have to like sit there and like actually like try to like understand like the story and shit and like what's going on or whatever, right? But I read like mostly like nonfiction, so I could just like or like practical shit, so I could just you know what I mean, boom, 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 and it's like boom, like a lot of like what's that thing? Yeah, a lot of that helps me to like retain the stuff faster. And I'm also like really big on listening, but I don't really have the time to like look up podcasts or like have like audiobooks and stuff like that, right? Because for that, like when I'm like when I have the time to like listen, I'm usually like listening to music or like you know what I mean? Like I'm like pumped, like you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't even drinking anything yet because the store is not even open yet. But then it's like a little like it's a little like windy today also, so I'm not really gonna be doing too much. I'm about to probably like pack things up and then see what's up. Once again, like I got out here quick early today for some reason because I wanted to walk, and then also because I was already up, like uppity up, so I just felt like kind of like just like continuously moving with the pace, right? But then now that I'm out here, I'm like, oh shit, like I have to like catch myself, and like I have to like understand how tired I am or like how fatigued I was from like previous shit, right? And then try to like cleanse my energy and like renew my mindset to like either like you know what I mean, like assert or like just like cool out, you know what I mean? And that also helps with like the speed of like recovery of like new ideas, and like because then you just do the same shit over and over and over, and like you run yourself off the motherfucking mail, or you get the mail to like flip you over, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, this thing there's a lot of shit to talk about. Like I don't even use like show notes, or like I don't really summarize like exactly like what I need to talk about or like what I want to talk about, because then I think that probably makes the show like a whole lot better, right? Because then it makes sense. But then honestly, leading up into like this shit, I knew that like I wouldn't have the time to do that, And I also knew that I also really wouldn't want to do it up until like I feel comfortable and I get comfortable with like perfectionism and like structuring this shit like for like months and like years ahead or like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, why not? We do like maybe like 2 episodes a week or so, or you know what I mean? I said maybe we start doing video, maybe like I don't know, but I don't want to speak too early. I don't want to like give any like false assumptions and none of that. But yeah, it's just like it's about time to like pick up and like just like get with the drilly, like get shit going. You know what I mean? And like what's the thing? And kind of like just like side away from the public a little bit, cause bro, like I've like lived pretty much in the public, not like in the public like a celebrity, but I'm saying like in the public where like I'm like outside a lot, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like everywhere I go, I'm usually like outside, like cause I'm like smoking, or just cause I'm like having like I don't want to say having fun, cause nothing's fun about this shit, right? Just cause I'm like out like skating or like just like experiencing like new sceneries and shit. And I see like a lot of fast shit. And usually I don't like really pay attention a lot. Like believe it or not, like motherfuckers and them see me and it's like, damn, this guy is like all like looks all meditative and shit. It's like he's probably like in like deep thought or some shit. But then it's like nah, like I actually like I don't I just be thinking about like 2-3 things at any given time, right? Or like the next immediate thing, pretty much. Like you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in relation to that. I would now be concluding. Hey, thanks for listening. Once again, it's your boy, Creation. And this is Kreation2020 podcast. Tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend.